Hi.
The people are getting restless. Do you have the supplies yet? Yeah, here you go. This'll have to do for now. We've got a lot of people to feed here, but we've got to make do with what we've got. With any luck, King Bronzebeard and Ironforge will send us some help shortly. Oh, about that.
Be good.
Oh no, I think you're gonna be disappointed.
What can I get for you?
Did you manage to pry any artifacts from the trogs? Yeah, I got a few. Well, would you look at this? An axe blade, a couple of arrowheads, and what appears to be some sort of rudimentary spoon. This is indeed fascinating. Thanks again for your help, Byuckshot. I've much studying to keep myself occupied while Jordan's got us under lockdown.
Be good.
So I'm not a civilian. Oh, why did I do that? No. Yes, I've got an heirloom chest piece. I think I will just put on a white.
Great to meet you.
You've done us a great service here, but I'm afraid I got to send you off elsewhere. Yerlin Whitebeard, a good friend of mine, has put in word that he may need some reinforcements near the troll camps to the southwest. I don't even know what my accent's devolving into. Follow the road westward. You should find him soon enough. Be wary, Byuckshot. Trogs may be a pain, but trolls are...
Keep your feet.
Oh no, just walk off while I'm talking. No, that's fine. Go for it. No, that's not it. Be well, Byuckshot. Trogs may be a pain, but trolls are a whole other type of trouble. Thank you. I'll be sure to remember that. Oh gosh. You know what I miss, and I would love to see an add-on of? The ability to go to full screen. Oh, cool, I can see this. See my quest markers, but also on the right side, see my quest log. I want that back. If there's a way to get that back, I would be super duper happy. But I don't know of any add-ons that do that. I don't know, I might search. I wasn't a big fan of how they changed the world map up when Warlords of Draenor came out. I kind of wish that they had given us an option to keep the old full screen map. Oh well. Gonna take a sip of water. Wonderful. Yeah, Dwarven accent is it's not friendly on the vocal cords. So that's a shame. All right. So what do we got here, Yardlin? Welcome, Hunter. Are you ready to get to work? Yes, I am. The trolls are acting up more than usual, I'd say. We've seen... We've seen them put together war parties before, but this time it's different. What matters most, however, is the continuing protection of Anvilmar. I've no intentions of letting these trolls flank Anvilmar, Yeah, he doesn't want us to deal. He doesn't want the trolls to get through. From what I've learned, these trolls hail from the Frostman clan. I'm afraid I don't know much else that would be of any use to you. Okay, got it.
Safe travels. How are ya?
I'm notoriously bad at reading troll facial expressions. That being said, these trolls don't look angry to me. They seem to be confused. Maybe a little frightened. Something's happening that we're not seeing here, Byuckshot. I say we do some investigating before we just kill every troll in sight. There are 3 troll camps in the area. One to the southeast, one to the southwest, and one due west. Each camp has a soothsayer. See if you can get close enough to listen to what they're saying.
See you soon.
Oh god, a gnome.
Hi, how are you?
I was on my way to join my fellow gnomes at Nobragon, but they did all horribly wrong. I left Anvilmar, bags packed, and wandering through the wastes. Gosh, he became a dwarf gnome. Wandering through the wastes, deep snow. Then we had a ridiculous earthquake, and now I got all turned around. I ended up here, and what's worse, the trolls stole my stuff. Byuckshot, I've obviously proven myself to be quite incompetent over the last day and a half. Would you mind infiltrating the troll camp southwest of here and returning my stuff to me? Absolutely.
Be seeing you.
Ugh. Voice acting's not for me. I do not have the vocal strength for it. Hey, I'm supposed to kill you. Hey. Tiny little troll. Eh. Yeah, so is mine. These trolls are tiny though, like they're little dwarf trolls. Like, why are they so tiny? That's one thing I never understood. Is like, trolls are always have always been pretty big and lengthy, right? Lanky, right? Like forest trolls have been more muscular than the island trolls, but still, like these guys are the size of dwarves. How freaking tiny is that? The spirits be angry with us, man. I don't know why the spirits be rejecting us so. I keep rolling my R's, I'm too dwarven. Don't worry, child. Grekmir gonna help us through this. You got it. Let me just grab this, and let me just bop you over the head, and bop you over the head. You saw nothing. But I don't understand why these trolls are so much smaller. And to a greater extent, like, everything gets bigger as you get higher level. But, like, it always confused me when you'd go to Duskwood or something, you fight ogres, and they're tiny. Like, ogres are supposed to be massive. Then you go to Dire Mall, and they're, like, pretty good sized. Go to High Mall, and all of a sudden they've been freaking hitting steroids. I don't know, like, just the size inconsistencies are weird to me. I guess it makes more sense in High Mall, given that, you know, it is a raid zone, so you won't be able to see everything. I would say that that was one of my biggest complaints with Warlords of Draenor. Okay, I played Feral Druid. Feral Druid in-game rating, they weren't very high on the charts at all. And I don't know if that's changed with 6.2. I haven't really looked into it, but they were a class that I had a lot of high hopes for, because when I saw Claws of Shirvallah and the fact that we could get a glyph that made our Savage Roar passive, I was like, okay, that takes away a lot of the plate balancing. I can actually enjoy the raids, kind of like see what's going on, not have to focus on like timers and my action bar so much. I was wrong. Both of those talents in PvE settings were such dramatic like DPS losses that I couldn't get them. I had to go with a traditional loadout, and as like a result, I ended up spending too much time looking at my action bars and my timers and stuff. When Blizzard said that they were like looking back at the fantasy of the classes, and like, I don't remember which class it was, but they said that they don't want people like just staring at their action bars. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe they're gonna do something for Feral Druids. I feel like they didn't. I feel like from what they showed in the class preview, Feral Druids are still going to be a plate balancing act, and that your main focus is just going to be staring at your action bars. And that, to me, is very unfortunate, because like the idea of a Feral Druid is really awesome. I want to be able to look around in raids and actually like enjoy what's going on, see what's going on. Oh well.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh dear! Things aren't looking good for us, Felix. Once I get my tools, I'm out of here. Huzzah! You found them! Get ready, women of Nomergon. Here comes Felix! Now, which road takes me out of here? You are going to wander off to your death. I am so sorry for you.
Hi.
Interesting. From what you're saying, it sounds like the fire elemental might have snuck in from Searing Gorge. Or the earthquake opened up a crack to the elemental plane. I mean, one or the other. Either way, this is bad news. We should probably report this information to Graylin. You mean the guy that's literally standing right next to you and probably heard every word? Yeah, okay. Oh, my throat's killing me. I have just started doing this accent. It's already killing me. Soren did well to send you out on recon. There's some good information you have right there. Trouble is, it just adds more work for us to do. I can't do it, I'm sorry. The trolls, confused as they are right now, still would like to kick the dwarves right out of Coldridge. I'm certainly not going to let some fiery demon turn our snowy valley into a mountain lake. Not gonna lie, it would kind of be cool to see a zone like that again, like a Lochmadon with like a big mass of water, as opposed to the more river-based zones. I'd like another zone with a massive lake. Not quite 1,000 needles levels of water though. The troll leader, his servants, and the fire creature should all be in the cave to the southwest. Take them all out. You got it.
Be good.
Wait, what?
What's on your mind?
The troll menace. Hopefully that did the trick. and Volmar will be safe from the trolls for the time being. Now, to find out what has the trolls so agitated. I'm gonna take this
See you
musket.
soon.
Oh, excuse me for clearing my throat so much, but that dwarven accent kills me. Why can't everyone just... I should have been playing with the elves. Then I could do a really high... I'm an elf. I'm better than you. Look at this tree. I love this tree more than you. I took an arrow for this tree. I never had good experience with never had good experience with the elves, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it stems from EverQuest Online Adventures, which was my first MMO, because I didn't have a good PC. I couldn't play regular EverQuest, so I ended up playing Online Adventures for the PS2, which was a fantastic game. I absolutely love, and I wish was still around. I wish it had gone free to play. Hell, I wish it was ported to PC in some way. I know there's people working on it, but what can you do? Yeah, I hated the elves. Like, my friend loved the elves, but they were always so snooty and stuck up, and, oh, we're better than you. Go eat a pine cone. I would assume that'd be their insult. But, never been a fan of the elves because of that. They're just, I don't know, too stuck up. They were too full of themselves, and I don't know. I think WoW's got better elven lore though. Like, oh god, I'm gonna get murdered for that. I like the Blood Elves. I feel they're more relatable. Like, they were stuck up, the kind of elves I hated, but then they kind of went through a pretty heavy crisis. But they got addicted to magical powers. Then they got, they got addicted to magic. Then Arthas came through, took away their source. They started going to withdrawals, and it just, messed them up really hardcore. And then they've been having to deal with that. And they're very imperfect. They captured a Naru and siphoned power from it just to, get power back. Just to have, that magical energy to make the Blood Knights. And, it's been a struggle. And I like the idea of, the Blood Elf struggle. I think that it's a very interesting storyline with them. I think Burning Crusade had one of the best Horde storylines. Don't get me wrong, Draenei were cool too. Still don't understand why they can't be rogues. I mean, Akama is basically a rogue. I don't know, I think that... Wait, did I not get something? I have to kill some novices. Whoopsie, one moment. Alright, here we are back in their cave. Let's see, there's some blades. Where are the novices at? Where are you guys hiding the novices? Where are the novices? Where's the novices? Where's Rachel? Seriously, oh, there we go. Wait, did I just walk past one? No, that's Blade. Hello. I need to change my tidy plates as well. That's not the format I like. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Akama. I really liked the idea of the Draenei, because from playing Warcraft 3, and, I mean, it's blatant. They changed the lore up for Burning Crusade to make Draenei fit. But for Burning Crusade, the mindset of the Draenei was Akama and the Fallen, the Broken, or wherever they're called. I forgot. It's been so long. And I like that idea. I like the way that they looked. They were a monstrous class for the Alliance. I was like, oh, or class, a monstrous race for the Alliance. It's like, okay, I'm into this. And like we saw the actual Draenei, it's like, okay, you know, these actually look a lot cooler than I was expecting. I think the Draenei look amazing. I think that they are a very awesome race for the Alliance. Then we found out that they can't be rogues. And it's just like, wait, hold up, what? Why can't they be rogues? I mean, Akama and his brethren were rogues. I'm pretty sure the Draenei could be rogues. I don't know. I feel like there's no really good lore reason for why they can't. Oh, 1 second. I'm glad you've returned safely, Byuckshot. While it may not look like it now, you've proven a tremendous asset in the protection of Anvilmar. Here, take this as a symbol of my gratitude. The presence of a fire elemental in Coleridge, oh screw it, is no small matter. The earthquake did more than just upset a bunch of trogs. It changed the world enough to tear a gash into the elemental plane. We should submit a report to Ironforge. You wouldn't be willing to take a trip, would ya? Don't worry, I've a feeling that you'll be just fine. Talk to Hand Spring Sprocket by the tunnel. So we're going to go ahead and deliver a report to Ironforge. Actually, I think we're going to Dunrow. But, Keranos, whatever. I don't know. I think that Draenei Rogues would be cool. Gnomes finally gain Hunters. That's awesome, and I think long overdue. There's no reason they couldn't be Hunters, honestly, in my opinion. Like, I think Gnomes have been using guns for the longest time. And the idea is, okay, oh gosh, this is going to go into a very long, like, ranty speech about, oh yeah, they want me to do Scattershot. I'm just going to put this on nobody sees this, alright? You don't see me with a gun. Shh. What was I going to say? I don't know, we were talking about gnomes. Wow, I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I need to do stay shot. Oh god, we got to do 5 stay shots. I don't feel like there was any good reason for like not having gnome hunters. Like lore-wise, what would be the reason? Because a lot of them use guns. Which, speaking of which, where is my staff? We'll get rid of that nasty, nasty gun. Ugh. A lot of them could already use guns. And as hunters as a whole, like, here's how I view it. And this will actually go into the topic of Beastmasters getting a gun. And, you know, people being upset with it. So, hunters have 3 major specs, which are marksmen, which are kind of the rangers. Like, you think of a Night Elf Ranger or a Blood Elf Ranger, stuff like that. They're the ranger spec. You've got Beastmaster, which ideally you would think of Rexar, which is why I'm surprised Beastmaster is not the melee spec, seeing as Rexar was predominantly melee until Heroes of the Storm, which they kind of made him like mid-range, which I still think is weird.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I want to go to Ironforge. Oh no, the tunnel collapsed. Oh yeah, I did see that. Oh man, I guess I can't go now.
Off and away.
So Rexar is melee. Like when you think of a Beastmaster in Warcraft, the first person you're going to think of is Rexar. He is the embodiment of Beastmaster. So it's really strange to me that Beastmaster's not the melee spec, but whatever. People like Beastmaster the way it is. Screw going back to the fantasy of the classes, right? So you've got Rexar as melee. Then you've got, like, if you look back at the original World of Warcraft cinematic and basically the dwarf hunter there, that to me is a hunter, quote unquote hunter. Whereas a marksman hunter is a ranger, and then a beastmaster is obviously a beastmaster. Appreciate Byuckna right now. Milo Gearsprocker reporting for duty. Yes, I need a ride. Yeah, let me go grab some supplies.
Very good.
So, the idea to me is that, like, a hunter is really 3 classes put together into one classification. So, like, I would say that, honestly, the spec should be renamed. Survival should be changed to be called Beastmaster, and Beastmaster should be changed to be called Survival. The gameplay is fine, keep it the way it is, or whatever. I don't know. But I think that they got the names wrong, and I think it will fit more accurately. Because when you think of a marksman or a ranger, you're thinking of a bow, silent, sniping, long range. You're thinking of quiet, stealthy, graceful. When you think of a survivalist, you think of that dwarf from the intro cinematic for World of Warcraft. He's out in a harsh climate with his pet. They're surviving the wilderness. I think that is more of a survivalist. And then when you think Beastmaster, again, you think Rexar. You think up front with his beast fighting alongside them. And
What's on your mind?
now that you've got a new hunter trick, yes, I'm
Safe
very talented.
travels.
I think that's where the problem stems, is that if the names were switched around, I think they'd fit a lot more. That a survivalist, a hunter, like the dwarf from the intro cinematic, would be using a gun, because they're hunters, they're not rangers. A ranger would be using a bow and arrow, and then a beastmaster would be using melee weapons of some kind. And I think that, like, because of those classifications, oh gosh, we're not even leveling anymore. We're just having a good old discussion, a good old dwarven discussion. I think that really there's nothing that limits hunters, because, like, a gnome would fall under being a marksman in a sense. They're not stealthy, but they aren't known for using pets, but they are known for using rifles and sniper rifles at that. So I think that lore-wise, they could fit in as being a ranger, which falls under hunters as a whole.
Welcome.
You're leaving? Make sure you stock up before you head out. I'm killing your vocal cords. More importantly, please speak to Theric Blackstone once you arrive in Keranos. Tell him what has happened here in Coldridge, and that we could all use some assistance. Hopefully you'll be able to arrange something for us. You got it.
Off with ya.
So that's my little tirade on hunters. Getting some water. Ugh, that killed me. And this is going to be a really long episode. Holy crap, we're at 46 minutes. I'm probably going to have to break this into two, which is unfortunate because I kind of want to have a hello everyone, this is Byuckshot, and then well, thanks for all for watching. Catch you next episode. But I don't think we're going to have that. But
Honored, I'm sure.
we're absolutely certain you've taken care of everything. You won't have time to come back. Took you long enough. Okay, let's go, man.
Very well then.
I think for hunters it makes sense. I think Draenei Rogue would make sense too. Torn Rogue, I mean, I don't see why not. I don't think it really fits traditional Torn. Like, maybe if the Grim Talon were to join for some reason, but I don't ever see that happening because they've pretty much dug themselves into some very deep holes. Forsaken Paladins absolutely don't make any sense to me. Like, I get the idea of, like, an undead paladin being interesting, but with the current lore, it doesn't make sense. With that said, hold up before you kill me on this. With that said, I think that it's a chance to build some really cool lore. Kind of like how the Blood Elves stole their power of the light and forced Anaru to make them paladins, so they didn't actually have to channel the light through traditional methods. I think it could be a cool redemption story for Forsaken. Because let's be honest, Sylvanas is probably most likely going to turn into she's probably going to turn into Arthas 2.0 at some point. I mean, I feel like that's just something that's going to happen. Like, she's very mortal. I don't know. And it kind of be cool to see Forsaken, realize just what monsters they've been, because a lot of them are really monstrous and messed up. And for some of them to, like, reach out and try to, like, regain that humanity and reach out to light and try to gain back what they lost. I don't know. Honestly, the lore can be changed. Lore can be retconned. Lore can be added on to. Nobody's ever going to be happy. End of the story. No one's going to be happy.
Talk to me.
Coldridge Valley? I've got my own problems here. What, they can't deal with a couple trogs and trolls and incursions from the elemental plane? I know, right? I mean, it's just the elemental plane. I mean, it's not like Deathwing was there or something, Yeah, you're right. It probably is a little much. I mean, I'm not there anymore, so they're probably going to have a little bit of trouble.
Watch your back.
So, with that said, this is a series that I'm very excited to be starting. I think that will be fun. It's going to be a lot more chill. It's going to give me a chance to just kind of talk and voice my opinions and kind of what I like about the Warcraft universe, what I don't like. Who knows what we'll talk about. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll go get myself a stiff one now. See ya.